As Dr. Gajo has said, my name is Mansuni. I actually started at the University of North Florida in the summer, oh gosh, of 2013. I was one of the first people to do the undergrad version of the Global MBA, which was a UNF to KEDGE double degree program. I think we started with 8 people, and in the end, it was only 2 of us. So we spent 2 years in UNF, and then I actually spent 2 years in France. I did my undergrad for a year and a half. I had to take classes in Marseille, and then I actually ended up getting an internship in Paris for the spring semester, for the last semester. And during that time, I actually every summer came home and I got different internships. So I worked for General Electric for one summer. I worked for an energy company where what they did, I was a project manager for a company that would go to like remote areas and set up power plants just for one program. And then once that project is done, they would unset up the power plant or wrap it up and come back home. So they were like a mobile power plant unit. So I worked for them as a project manager. And then I got my internship in Paris. So that was as a logistics assistant for a small firm in Paris that did like the boxes for luxury brands. So like if you think of Dior or Lancôme, they would make the covering for it. So I was in logistics for them, which knowing English and French really helped there. And then I think that was my last internship. Then I decided to do the Global MBA program after the UNF double degree program. So you all know how that goes. So once I came back home, I got a position before I graduated the Global MBA to be an operations management trainee for a railroad company I had never heard of, didn't want to work for the railroad. I really wanted to work for an international company where I got to travel and work, but I said yes, because as you all know, the last semester can be very challenging with writing the thesis, looking for a job, and everything that's just happening. So I decided to take the job, knowing I wouldn't stay because of the demanding hours, which was you have to be by your phone 24/7. And if something happens, you have to be ready to go into the office. So I just know I wanted to do it for a little bit. And then once I actually started the job, I met I don't even know, I went to a meeting and I met this lady. We were talking at the meeting, and then we took the conversation outside of the meeting, and we ended up having a really great conversation. And she had a position open in a group that she just became a manager of. I didn't even realize she was manager. And the position was to do analytics for systems. So troubleshooting, or actually looking at if the system is working properly, but really it's like all about coding and like creating dashboards, things I didn't even know were possible jobs that someone could have. But she asked me to interview for it. And then I guess she gave me the job because she liked me, because I didn't have the technical skills for it. So I started doing that. I learned coding on the job. I learned how to do dashboards. I learned everything on the job. And then like 2 or 3 months into the job, they actually created a group that is specifically for the entire department. So I was working with one sub-department in marketing, but they branched it out. They reorged the company to have one like analytics group for the entire department. And she also got a promotion to lead that group, and also basically took me with her into that group. So I'm currently a business intelligence manager because of her, that I got through all of that. So yeah, right now we're working from home. So I spend most of my time in Greenville, South Carolina, because Atlanta is, I don't know, I just don't like it anymore. But other than that, yeah, so that's me.